This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines.
And there's always a little bit of animosity when these teams get together, but that is why it's a great rivalry.
Yeah, it's a game both teams get up for, regardless of recent records.
Now here's Porzingis. Three-pointer, Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Well, this has all the makings of a great game, Graham. It's a matchup between two Eastern Conference juggernauts.
Oh, B.A., this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
And Anthony slams it in.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
And it's Brunson missing.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Brunson on the drive. Bridges outside. Here's Chambers. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. 4 on the clock. And Anthony slams it in.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. It's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Back to Brunson. It's stolen by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. Three-pointer, Holiday. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Tries again. And Bryant with the layup.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Brunson surveys. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Tatum from long range. Pure from three-point range.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Brunson with it. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. On the wing, Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Celtics lead by 8. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them. They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. Celtics lead by 10. Here's Bryant. Out to Horford. Pass to White. And here's Bryant. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Boston shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
White for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Porzingis surveying the floor. Bryant outside. White for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Anthony. Off target at the rim. To the inside. White. Good.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
Pass to Brunson. Inside. Shakes him. The shake. Here's Towns. Tries yet again. And at last, they get one to fall. Towns has got his second bucket on the night.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
The kick out to White. White missing again.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game. 12 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to White. For 3. Towns with a rebound. Up in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Boston Celtics ending the quarter up 10. Just pound.
25.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
To the middle. Out to Anthony. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Al Horford.
Hey, If you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Hauser. Here's Yao. Looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
And Anthony slams it in.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Oh, here's White on the drive. Chambers grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 4. Bridges outside to the paint. And he slams it in one-handed.
They closed the gap over the last few possessions. But can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Right side, Brunson. Back to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
First personal foul. 14.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Holiday. Pass to Hauser. Here's Brown. To the inside.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there. Willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Bridges with it. Back to Brunson. Now here's Towns. Back to Brunson. Sneak it inside. It's Brunson. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things. And when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Holiday. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. And stolen by Holiday. There's the foul to try to stop the break. But that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Holiday hits them both. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. New York on D. Trailing by 5. Left side Tatum. Pass to Holiday. And here's Bryant outside. Not going to go that time. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. And stolen by Brown. Now Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
2 shots.
He's off on the second. Knicks trail by 6. Back to McBride. Tatum with a steal. It's stolen by Hart. Shoots from 12. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Outside Holiday. 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And here comes the break. There's Tatum with the 3. Hart pulls it in. And here are the Knicks now. 4-point game. To the middle. And stolen by Brown. Here we go. Up top, Bryant. He's got 9. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
2 shots.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's McBride. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And that one drops for him. Bryant's got 12 points in the game.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
42-39.
Bryant outside. Pass to Tatum. Robinson with the block. They get it back. 6 on the shot clock. Tatum can't hit. Knicks trail by 3. Hart with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Anunoby can't get it to go.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
The first thing that comes up when you think of Jrue Holiday, defense. He's probably the best perimeter defender of his generation. He can guard multiple positions and gives full effort every night.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Bryant outside. Robinson with the block. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Payne. Right side, Anunoby. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front, up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 4. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And here's Bryant outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Bryant's got 15.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
There's the triple. It's hauled in by Robinson. Knicks trail by 9. It's stolen by Tatum. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Switch.
Oh, throw it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line.
And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Outside Anunoby. It's stolen by Tatum. All alone on the break. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Holiday's fiery. Tough to keep up with.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game.
2 shots.
Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. And here's Bryant outside. And it's New York with a rebound.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
McBride with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Yep, that one's good. McBride's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Celtics lead 54-42.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Yao shot is off. Knicks trail by 12. Down low. Here's Anunoby. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Bryant.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Outside Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Fires the 3. Sinks the tray. Tatum's got 10 points.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Screen by Robinson. Inside. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Down low. Here's McBride. And he banks in the layup. McBride's got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game. But they might need someone else to step up as well.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. This is his 5th trip to the free throw line. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Tatum. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
There's Tatum with the three. Again, the miss by Boston. Knicks trail by 12. White with a steal. In transition, here they come. There's the three. And Tatum drills the three. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Bryant. Misses the layup. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a 16-point game. And stolen by Porzingis. Tatum's got room. Again, the miss by Boston.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
For three, Anthony. Excellent D there from Bryant. Celtics lead by 16. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
.110 left in the third quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, look, you want to make Porzingis work, but he's also excellent from the line, so you sort of pick your poison.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Knicks trail by 19. Back to Towns. Anthony up top. Brown looking around. Pass to White. Here's Yao. He's guarded by Anthony. Yao shot is off. They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Boston making a switch here.
17 foul. Checking in.
Here's Towns. He's got 6. With the teardrop. Horford pulls it in. Boston leading by 19. White drives in. Off with the layup. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Chambers has gotten his second bucket.
Well, you have to appreciate how selfless Towns is. If you get wide open, he'll reward you.
And here's Brown for 3. Buries it from 3. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so it's Boston. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Now Holiday. And stolen by Anthony. Fast break, New York. Finished off the break.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Up top, White. up and in on the layup.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Chambers. Now here's Brunson. 5 on the clock. Here's Anthony. That's short off the rim. Celtics lead by 20. Plenty of space. Chambers grabs the miss. And here's New York now. Anthony with it. Now guarded by Brown. Anthony in the post. Bridges outside to the paint. Anthony with a bucket.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Outside White. And it's off from three-point range.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Anthony. The rebound, Celtics. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Tatum with it. Tatum draws the double. Horford left side. And here's Brown for three. Sinks it from distance. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Here's Anthony. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Pritchard. And here's Tatum. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J. Tatum's got 9 points now in the second half.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Three-pointer, Anthony. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
And New York has possession. Outside Brunson. Out to Anthony. Brown with the steal. He's got a clear path.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles to add to his growing legacy.
That one misses. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Bryant. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Tatum. Buries it down low. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
To the inside. Here's Chambers. And that one is stuffed right through.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
And stolen by Bridges. And he dunks it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Holiday drives in. Pass to Yao. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, at 7-2, Porzingis has a great view of the floor. It allows him to spot open passes.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Pass to Chambers. Here's Towns. The floater. Yao with a rebound. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high-percentage shots.
And Bryant, here we go. And some solid defense from Towns. And here are the Knicks. Here's Brunson. There's the drive. Drops in the layup for two.
Now, you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
66.
Bryant, right side. Shoots over Bridges. And that one's long. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a...
Good night. Have a blessed night.